Hey there everybody, Don here from Watch Report, and today I'm going to be showing you the Stowa Ikarus Flieger. This is a 40 millimeter case. It has a, I don't want to say textured dial, but more of a, I guess we'll go with textured dial, I guess for a lack of a better term. You are looking at a $600 USD price point. That is excluding VAT. So if you're in Europe, you would have to add VAT to your euro price. But in the US, you're looking at about $600, of course, plus shipping. 40 millimeter case, 20 millimeter lugs, 48 millimeters lug to lug, 10 millimeter stick. You are getting a sapphire crystal, of course. And you are also getting a Swiss ETA top grade 2824 automatic movement. Let me give you a good look here at this movement. One of the great things about this particular model is this dial. So it's almost like a sand textured gray dial. I'm going to try my best here to pick it up under my studio lights, but you'll definitely want to check out the pictures on watchreport.com. I think, there you go, you could see it way better here like that. Now it's definitely not a textured or you know, a dial that's going to be blingy in that sense. But there is that nice light sand texture to it that just gives it, you know, a different look than, say, a matte or glossy dial. You could see you have your traditional, you know, Flieger markings here with your triangle at the 12 o'clock position. You have nice black hands and black markers for contrast. And yes, this all does loom up very nicely as well. One of the nice things about this is, one, I just like that they went with a black date wheel versus white. And also another thing that I really appreciate here is the use of, you know, the hands being as long as they are. The hour hand, the minute hand going right to the markers, and the second hand going right to the edge of the markers on the dial. Something you just don't see a lot. You know, and you know, I not only do I review, of course, a lot of watches and see a lot of watches, but I'm part of Facebook groups and forums and things like that. And you see, you know, one of the biggest complaints is you'll see a second hand that just doesn't go all the ways down, or a minute hand that doesn't reach enough. And legibility and being able to easily read this is not going to be a problem. Of course, this is a push-pull crown. It is not a screw-down crown. It is an extremely solid feeling crown. No issues there at all whatsoever. This does come on a gray leather strap. I'd say so far that's my one nitpicky issue with this is I think I would have preferred, one of the issues when you try and match a colored dial, and I'll consider this gray silver dial to be a colored dial, of course, to a matching leather strap, is the color is never going to be the same. Black and black, you can, you know, you get pretty close, of course, you know. So if you have a black dial and a black leather strap, but as you could see, you know, the difference in color of that leather, that gray leather to the dial it's decently significant, you know. And I think, especially with the black markers and the black outlined hands, I would have liked to have seen maybe a black leather strap. I think it would have given it a nice contrast, and I think it would make the gray dial pop even more. You do have a nice fine brush finishing all around the case. Beautiful crown. If you're not familiar with Stowa watches, you know, they are German made. This is the company has been around since 1928. Of course, there is a different owner since 1928. but they're based in tradition. They still try and carry out that tradition. They have a lot of different models. Of course, these Pilot Fliegers are some of their most popular, but they also have dive watch models, dress models, etc. For the most part, they all use Swiss movements. And this watch in particular, you know, is just your, you know, it's basic, it's simplistic, but it's all done really, really well. You know, change the look up of it with different straps or whatever. This is a great everyday watch, and you're looking at something that's German made with a Swiss movement, a top grade Swiss movement, for about $600. Compare that, you know, to the micro brand, you know, watches, and obviously you got to look at this and say it's one hell of a value. Let me show it to you on my 7.5-inch wrist. I don't know why I had to say it like that. 7.5, like that's impressive or something. It's not. But there is a look on my 7.5-inch wrist. Now, if 40 millimeters is way too small for you, they also make this in a sport version, which is 43 millimeters and has 24 millimeter lug width. So if you want something bigger but with the exact same dial and strap, you could choose for the you could look at the sport version. I'm not sure offhand exactly how much the sport version is, because I didn't look it up because I'm reviewing this piece. But I'm sure it's a little bit more, but I don't think by much. So if you're you know, more interested in 43 millimeters, you want to check that one out. But this has been a look at the Stowa Ikarus Flieger. You can check out my full review by clicking the I in the upper right hand part of the screen. It'll take you over to watchreport.com. Leave a like or a comment here on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. You'll never miss another review. Follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. This has been Don Evans for watchreport.com. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys again soon.